Visit today at doan.edu/visit. See you soon.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Hamann Jewelry, here to drop some knowledge bombs on how to wow your woman. Size matters, but not the way you're thinking, guys. Make sure you know her ring size before you even think about popping the question. If you aren't a surprise kind of guy, ask her. I bet she knows her size. If you are a surprise kind of guy, bring in a piece and we can get close to the right size. We will make it perfect for her when the time is right. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Hamann Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
The 31st Annual Testicle Festival, Saturday, June 15th at Round the Bend Steakhouse, just off I-80, exit 426. Swing out 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. for music, fireworks, and of course, nuts. Visit roundthebendsteakhouse.com for more.
Why wait until Friday to start your weekend?
Go ahead, start right now.
You're thirsty now, and 93.7 The Ticket is here to help you stock up.
Just in time for the weekend when I like to hit the clubs.
Time to broaden your horizons and try some new wine and beer. It's Thirsty Thursday with Kevin Meyer from Meyer's Cork and Bottle.
Crack!
Kevin Meyer,
little
crack.
Cricky for Sticky. And
Yeah, little Cricky for Stricky. Yes, sir.
And Nikki. Thank you. There it is.
Sorry, Austin. It's a red.
It's okay. I was just fourth wheeling over here.
Just fourth wheeling over here.
It's a red. You know what
Plenty
that
to
means.
fourth wheel with, my man.
Yep.
Kevin Meyer, Myers Cork and Bottle,
smells
welcome
good.
in.
I'm trying to decide what order we should do this in.
What is your gut tell you?
Can we do the red first? I think we're going to do the red first. And the reason why is that I believe that the other beverage is not going to set up a dry red wine very well.
There it is.
I'm just going
It's a
to walk over
Cabernet
here and grab my
Sauvignon.
own glass.
Man, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Excellent pronunciation there, Stricky.
Oh no! You knew what it was. You knew what Stricky was gonna do. Austin.
I knew.
Thank you.
God darn it! You snuck me from the back. This is why this seat stinks. You can't see anything happening.
Nick and Kevin, thank you for running interference for me. There.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
absolutely.
Bro.
Strick
What's the
always,
viscosity on it?
Strick always gets alligator arms when it's time to pass to Austin. He just can't quite reach there. You know.
T-Rex hates push-up
Oh.
style.
Yeah, that's right. He had good length back in his playing days, but his arms got a lot shorter in the studio.
Yeah, I'm the 93.7 The Ticket, Kevin Willis.
Kevin Willis.
Go
Atlanta
if you're-
Hawks.
What you talking about, Willis?
If you are a listener that don't know who Kevin Willis is, you must go on your phone, as long as you're not driving, and Google him and see why we called him the T-Rex.
The back in my younger days, I was a big Spud Webb, Dominique Wilkins.
That team was
fan.
fun.
Yeah,
that team was fun.
And so when he hooked up with those guys, I always liked it.
Dang, the legs is just still going. I did this like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. So what Stricky's referring to is he swirled his glass, and the streaks on the inside of the glass are what's known as the legs. And the more well-defined the legs are is an indication of the wine's viscosity or richness.
It makes a cool appearance.
This is a new winery feature of the month at Myers. It's called Han, and it is a California Cabernet. There's also Pinot Noir and one or two other types. And these are all on sale for $10.
That's a Strix pick. That's a Strix pick. Get your buns down to Kevin Myers Cork and Bottle ASAP. Because when I tell you this is a Strix pick.
This is a Nick pick.
Oh, you're going to add yourself?
Yeah, that's right.
It? Oh, well, you can have the Sauvignon.
Okay.
I get the Pinot Noir.
Here's the thing. Both of these that we got today are going to be Nick picks.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm coming, Uncle Kevy.
All right. We'd
I
love
need
to have you.
Stock up.
Yeah. Well, you got my number, so you just text me and I'll have it waiting for you. Hopefully
Wow.
I'll be there when you're there. But it's a California winery. It used to be the second label of a winery called Smith and Hook, which was a Napa Valley winery. And we've carried it for years and years and years. For starters, because it has a pheasant on the label, and so it sort of fit the Nebraska. That pheasant has become a little more scripted, more artified, but just really, really great value, great bang for the buck. Let's face it, when it's 95 degrees outside, you probably don't want to be drinking your richest high dollar cabs. You want something that if you're a wine guy, you still want to drink wine, but you might not want to go with your A1 bottle. But for $10.99, this certainly passes the test.
That's a fact.
This is incredible.
That's spicy, a little smoky almost.
Yeah. And a lot of that
for a dry is pretty subtle too. It's not like it doesn't like hit you like in the back of your palate.
It's not a super heavy style cab. Right. It's pretty elegant, pretty silky. That smoke comes from the charring of the inside of the oak barrels. It also infuses a compound called vanillin, which is basically vanilla, same type of compound. And so it picks up a little bit of that, that vanilla, and then you get the black cherry, which is what Cabernet is noted for. And then a little bit of spice, a little bit of smoke on the back end. And that's a good reason why it always pairs with anything good off the grill.
Yeah. Have you been grilling anything really exciting recently?
Oh man, I've been doing some tri-tips.
Oh,
so tri-tip is kind of a unique cut because it has two separate grain directions. And then
why is it tri if it's two?
Because it's a triangle. Okay. But it has two different, the grain doesn't all go one direction. So it turns the corner. And so you have to cut it on a bias against the grain. And like if you cook it like a regular steak, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
But what I do is go low and slow for about 2 hours, say 220, 225. Season it up just like you would just a good steak rub, cracked pepper, garlic, salt, whatever. And then finish it off in some foil. So kick it up to about 325 for about another hour and a half, 2 hours in the foil. And that just sort of bakes everything, collects all those juices. And then usually about an hour into that, I'll unpeel it out of the foil and put a little green chili sauce in there. Ooh, and then, then that Hatch green chili has that smoky flavor.
Yeah.
And then that just sort of marinates in the meat, close it back up, and you pull it off after that. You don't even need a knife.
I can't remember if we've talked about this. Are you a Blackstone guy?
I don't have one, but my buddy does. And he just, his wife just turned 50 and they served like 30 people all at the Blackstone. And it was a Mexican night. So they went to that market just over the viaduct here on O Street.
Yeah.
There's a Mexican market over there. Got some really good carne asada.
Yes.
And did up basically steak fajitas for about 30, 40 people. And we're able to whip it out quick on that Blackstone.
I love the I just made some stir fry about a week ago on the Blackstone. It was really, really good. Fried rice, made the chicken, obviously steak as well. So I love the grilling conversation.
My wife won't let me buy another grill because I have 4 of them. So,
well, is the smoker really considered a grill?
Well,
it shouldn't be.
I mean, the Traeger technically isn't really a smoker; it's a pellet grill.
Yes, it's a pellet,
and it basically acts more like an oven, than a smoker. But you can do some smoking with it. And then I've got my good old Weber, pot grill, and then I've got my Weber Genesis propane, and then I have my Uni wood-fired pizza grill. So,
wow.
And you can do some crazy things in that Uni too.
Are there any ways you can creatively get your wife into the grill game so she claims one of them is hers so you can get your collection back up to 4?
Ooh, that's some great mind business.
It's not any manipulation or anything. It's just trying
you
to
like
incorporate.
grilling want to involve her.
Yeah. Right,
right.
This is your grill. Are we using your grill tonight?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down here. I just man, you guys are good.
You mentioned the grill. That wine would be exquisite. We got a question on the text line.
Sure. Yeah,
go ahead, Austin.
From Ellis, one of our listeners from Illinois, making the drive in for the CWS.
Nice.
So Ellis, I hope to see you there. He asks, can you explain in detail the differences between a Cab and a Pinot Noir?
Absolutely. So, well, obviously they're two different grape types. Pinot Noir is a thinner skin grape, and so it creates a wine of more elegance. And it originates in the Burgundy region in France. So when you drink a red Burgundy, you're drinking Pinot Noir. And Cabernet originates in the Bordeaux region in France, which is the Burgundy region is the east central part, and it's a long, skinny region that goes north and south. The Bordeaux region is on the southwest part of the country, and it kind of angles because it's separated by the Gironde River. And it needs a warmer climate because it's a thicker skin grape. And so Cabernet is going to be more bold, more hearty. You get more of those big black cherry and vanilla components, whereas Pinot Noir is more elegant, more sophisticated.
Facts.
And it needs Pinot can be very finicky though, because the skin is so delicate. So it needs a very cool, dry, consistent climate. If it's planted in the wrong climate, those grapes will either shrivel up and not work out, or they can even swell up and burst if they get too much water. And so,
which is worse for a vineyard owner, shriveling or exploding?
Well, I would think they'd be equally bad. The tricky part is that you can't just plant Pinot anywhere. And so Cab is a little more consistent. However, when Pinot's done well, it actually possesses the greatest number of chemical compounds of any of the varietals. And so it can be among the most complex. It's just a little more subtle and understated.
So you've got the high ceiling and low floor with Pinot. Cab's going to be your everyday kind of guy.
I think more consistent. Yeah. And I think I drink more Cabernet because I'm just sort of a grill nerd. And
you are a big Cab guy at the end of the day too.
Big Cab guy was, but then that was stolen by the Russians. So now I'm big grill guy.
Big grill guy.
Yeah, on Twitter. So I think just the level of consistency in Cabernet is more why I lean toward that. Like this bottle here, $10.99. It's great. I drink it every day.
That's an everyday wine for sure.
And we could get into, even more in depth about, the differences of Cabernet and Pinot Noir. But what's interesting is that, how the Pinot bottles have the softer curves where they're a little bit skinnier at the top and a little bit wider at the bottom, whereas the Cabernet bottles are more straight up and down. They got the broader shoulders. Well, those were actually created because they emulate the human physiology. And so Pinots were considered to be more subtle, sophisticated, elegant, much more resembling the female persona, whereas Cabernet was thought to be more muscular, more hardy, more implicating the male persona. And that's why we have the bottle shapes that we have.
Wow. Interesting. All right. Well,
what's next?
All right. So long drink, but not just regular long drink. We're going to drink the cranberry long drink.
Yeah, you can have some of this.
Which is a Finnish beverage from Finland, of course. And it's gin-based. But it's a pre-mixed cocktail in a 12-ounce can. They come in at a pretty easy-going 5.5%. Oh, yeah. And the original long drink, to me, tastes like gin and squirt or gin and juice. Which, did they have that back in your day, Stricky?
They had that back in my day, my wife.
And so this is the cranberry version of that. So we're going to, and this is a Nick's pick because he loves this on the golf course. It's easy drinking.
This is incredible on the golf course.
Does not taste boozy. It's got some nice effervescence to it. Yeah. Nice pink color.
Oh yeah, that's phenomenal.
I can't say I've ever had
nice
gin.
And cool too.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Cool. This is awesome.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing for me is like when you're on the golf course, you're wanting something refreshing, right? Especially on a 90, 95, maybe even a triple digit day. You want something refreshing. The carbonation piece of it doesn't bite you, but man, it is delicious.
I'm not really getting the cranberry. It's tasty.
Yeah.
It's refreshing. It's clean. It's crisp. It doesn't really taste like it has alcohol in it at all. But so the gin base is very subtle.
Yeah.
I get more like sparkling water vibes.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
With it, sparkling water with a kick.
Yeah.
It's got good flavor. And the other thing
But you
is,
can't describe the flavor. Like it's just kind of it tastes.
If you let it sit after you take a drink of it, you can kind of taste the hint of the cranberry, but it's not overpowering, which is nice in some fruity drinks, because a lot of fruity drinks can be overly powerful, overly sweet, and that's not what this is.
Yeah, no. I don't want to cloyingly, like, I'm not 12.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of
sweet
fruity component, but not to overwhelm me.
I
at all.
absolutely agree.
I don't want to drink Kool-Aid.
The color looks like pink Starburst.
Yeah, it's a very light
but
pink.
You don't get that like overpowering sweet, like sticky mouthfeel at all.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste like an artificial sort of sweetness like you're drinking a liquid Starburst.
Yeah.
It has a natural flavor to it. The gin kind of sneaks up on you after you actually swallow it.
Yes.
But you don't taste it at first, but then it kind of comes around on the back end.
I'll be 100% honest. For the guys that don't like seltzers on the golf course, the reason I like long drinks is because it's not overly, like, it doesn't taste like a seltzer. It doesn't have that overly punch of either the sweetness, but then also I say carbonation, but the sparkling effect.
Yeah, okay.
Right? A lot of guys
like drinking TV static.
Yes, exactly. Right. And so
I've heard it described also. It's
Yes.
like drinking when your arm falls asleep.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
but
what
like,
I'm saying.
If you drink, like, beers are great, but sometimes they can make you feel heavier and just lethargic on a hot
make
day.
you tired. Yeah.
This I can speak from experience. This does not. This is incredible.
And
On a
it's-
golf course, on a boat, this is the type of drink you want.
And it's gluten free.
Oh, how about that?
Look at you. Look at you.
Look at that.
Shout out to the finish.
Before we get you out of here, Kevin, Scott from Bancroft, your 3 favorite cabs.
My 3 favorite cabs. Boy, that's like trying to ask me which of my children I love more. I would say right now the new vintage of the Honig Napa Valley cab. It's made by a guy named Michael Honig, and I met him 20-something years ago. We actually did the Sauvignon Blanc last week at Scissors and Scotch. His cab is phenomenal. There's another one. It's called Adaptation. And now it's not necessarily my favorite, but it is part of a winery called Plump Jack. And Plump Jack is in Oakville. And then they have a sister winery in Cade. And then they have a third called Odette, which is in Stag's Leap. All of those wines are $200 a bottle plus. Well, the Adaptation is a collection of those 3 for less than half the price, made by the same person. So it's a Napa Valley cab. So let's see, Honig, Adaptation, and my third go-to would probably either be Ferrari Carano or the Charles Krug, which is the oldest estate in Napa Valley. The Mondavi brothers learned to make wine from Charles Krug after Prohibition in the late 40s, early 50s. And they were young, hot-headed Italian boys, ended up in a fist fight in the front yard. And so Robert quit and went on. They split up.
I remember you told that story.
Yeah. And so Robert went on to become the world's most famous winemaker, Robert Mondavi, and his brother stayed put at Charles Krug. Now his grandsons and granddaughters own and operate it. And it's still the original estate. So I think there's something to be said for that being handed down through the generations, because those are still under $50 and it's phenomenal.
Holy smokes.
We have people fired up about this. Bender asks, what is the most unique ingredient you've seen or used in a long drink?
Ingredient that I've used in a long drink? I think you just do it as it is. You don't need to add anything to it. Just straight up.
Nick, what flavors of long drink have you tried? Like, what's the most unique?
So I've tried the cranberry one on the course, and then I've tried the original one. So the cranberry obviously comes in the red can. The original is the blue.
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely sure on the flavor.
It's just grapefruit. It almost is like a squirt.
And I'm not a huge grapefruit guy, but once again,
subtle.
it's not this overpowering flavor, which is really, really nice and refreshing to have.
And they do a sugar-free version of it as well. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
The original can just says traditional citrus.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
grapefruit. There it is. Kevin Meyer, Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South. Thanks as always, Uncle Kev.
Appreciate it, fellas. Thank you.
We'll go to break. More Old School next.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Haviland. This week's specials through June 18th is for Father's Day. Buy a cowboy steak and get 2 free 6-ounce sirloins. Plus, the mystery box is back with a $225 value of meat for just $99. Also, 20% off all Smithy pans, and 20% off aprons. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
The 31st Annual Testicle Festival, Saturday, June 15th at Round the Bend Steakhouse, just off I-80, exit 426. Swing out 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. for live music, cold beer, and of course, nuts. Visit roundthebendsteakhouse.com for more.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out Emerge Zero. Building off the original best-selling Emerge formula, Emerge Zero is a body slenderizing solution that helps blast body fat, curb appetite, and provide the energy you need to get through the day. Emerge Zero can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of storms this afternoon. Otherwise, mainly sunny and hot with a high around 96. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 63. And tomorrow, a slight chance of storms in the afternoon. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high around 90. A meteorologist Kyle Kleck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Summer is here, and it's time for Acres postseason planter parts sale. Save big on all in-stock John Deere planter parts. Get an automatic 10% off on your purchase, or get 15% off when you spend $5,000 or more. Buy over $10,000 and get a whopping 20% off. Visit your local Acres location today and stock up on planter parts and save thousands. Hurry, this sale ends July 31st or while supplies last. Acres, solutions for every field.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, man. Happy Thursday, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. Thanks to Kevin Meyer, Strick, Sainert for Thirsty Thursdays. Hopefully you got something that you can go and treat yourself or your family or your friends with down at Meyer Cork and Bottle. Something. Wine. What was better today, wine or the beer?
Man, the wine was better than my expectations.
Okay.
Whereas Stricky's typically the Reds guy.
Yeah.
I can drink them. They're good. I've never had a bad one, but
it's not
the wine. Yeah, it's not what I would describe as my thing. So the wine exceeded my expectations, but having never had a long drink, Nick was right. Those things are dangerously good.
Yeah.
So I'll lean long drink just slightly.
Okay. So that was Austin's pick.
Mm-hmm.
That was Austin's pick for the day. Okay. Good deal. Lots going on. Again, I want to thank folks. I am in a Austin, do you get in your grateful moods where you're grateful probably more than you are other times, and you just try to capitalize on, at least highlight that, okay, I'm on a
when you get there, yeah.
That because we don't always have them, and we certainly don't get to choose when they show up. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to say, man, I'm in a good mood and cool. Like, I wish that for everybody.
Yeah.
And I do. I wish that everybody has something that makes their day a little bit better. And whatever it is that you're doing and whatever you're going through. So I can say that yesterday and today, I had some really good things happen. And I know that I'm supposed to be grateful out loud and just say it's really cool. So before we get into the sports talk, and we'll get into that. So we did the NFL thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gave everybody the t-shirts and the hat because it's just a small thank you. And we've got our staff meeting today, but I think I got your shoe size right.
Oh boy.
I think I did.
14?
Yeah.
That's me.
That is a you thing. So I'm going to ask Austin Orman to slide around here and just let me say thanks for holding down 4 hours a day and handling baseball, handling just something go with the gear, right? Something that's a little game day action if you need some Husker colors to walk around in. But it's just
thank you, DP.
It is a small thank you for who you are, how you do it. And I don't want people to miss the fact that, like, I appreciate this crew and you do the little things. And I'm a shoe guy, so I know that it's not everybody's thing, but
also a shoe guy.
Right.
So thank you. Thank you. Yes.
It's not everybody's thing, but when you get a chance, and the weird thing is I have to explain to people why I'm that way. And I just remember some of my favorite days at work were always when there was a boss who did a small thing that was actually a big thing. Mm-hmm. And it's just a small add to your day. And to let you know, you are appreciated. So
well, thank you. I truly thank you.
It's a thing. What in what we were talking about yesterday, and you wouldn't believe the number of texts I got about, well, wait a minute, you missed some stuff. There were some areas of conversation that you didn't cover, and I'm like, first of all, for good sports radio, you're never going to get to everything you want to get to in the show.
You prep 100%, you get to 10 or 15 if you're lucky.
Yep. Like, it's never, and plus we're inclusive. So we have the text line who a really good text can throw us off script.
Doesn't take much.
Right.
Good text always does.
Right. And then a really good text can also enhance the script because maybe we're missing a thing that you and I thought of, but our faithful, radio family, we're like, no, hey guys, what about this? And so we asked who your favorite people were. Who are your least favorite people?
Oh boy.
Like, who are the, and for whatever reason, they're your Newman in sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be personal. It probably isn't, which is probably why it's fun to just from a distance, just and not boo, but boo. Right? Not in capital letters, not with an exclamation point, not with hate or venom, but just like if I never had to, like, I'm currently in the space that if I never see another Paul brother, I would be happy.
Just wipe your brain of them, wipe your feet of them. It's good to go.
Yeah, like it's really good mental space that I could clear for something else. Like I don't need to hold on to the memory of the Paul brothers.
And it's not like you think about them that much, but just enough that you're like, I don't want to think about you anymore.
Like you haven't done a thing that's worthy of the traction other people give you. And I know that sometimes, and they go, that's hater. Yeah. But that's with an A and not an hard R.
Right.
Like I'm not mad at you, but if you disappeared, cool.
Yeah. It's just the way I describe those sorts of relationships that I have with people in the sports world is you're just kind of like that pesky fly that won't go away. Like most of the time I won't have to think about you, but then you get in my orbit and I'm just annoyed that you're there.
Especially
you don't
when I
hurt
have
me.
a good sandwich.
Yeah.
I have a good vibe going.
Yeah.
And especially when you've been really good at the grill. Right? And the prep was amazing. And it's a beautiful day and you got the right people and you're having a great conversation and you open your mouth and you see like it's just there. And it's flying around your plate. It's not landing on the plate, but it's around the plate. So you're bothered enough to not focus. You've lost focus on the good thing of this burger, this steaming hot, juicy burger. And I'm just worried that this little thing
Thinking fly.
So who are there athletes or coaches that fall in that space for you?
Yes. Funny enough, there are. The ones that come to mind first, I go back to my 2015 Royals days. Jose Bautista and Josh Donaldson are in that camp. Brett Laurie is in that camp for me. Tim Anderson is in that camp. I think of Joe Mauer, Justin Morneau in the earlier days.
All of all of those teams that are gritty teams who are maybe less talented than your team, but manage.
Brad Davison. Is in that conversation. Jordan Bohannon is there for me. Armando Bacot, Tyler Hansborough are there for me.
Just good enough to get on your nerves.
Yep.
Like, I think the perfect name is Kardashian.
Sure.
Text line just said that. Kardashians.
Good pull, Corey.
Yeah, yep. Like,
sure.
I kind of understand why you're a thing, but not really.
But they're thing adjacent and became a thing.
Yeah. Well, you took a path and you had to ride with something nefarious to get famous. And it was like I knew your mom, but your dad was
more famous?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah, like I try. Here's the thing. I'm never, like, if you can't say LeBron's name, I'm never going to read your text. That's just a weird thing to me. But it's absolutely appropriate that there are people who are annoyed by him. But he has a level of greatness.
He does.
Like he
That's
has a
all his
level.
own.
He has a level of greatness, right?
Mhm.
He's in the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and he annoys people. I'm not sure I understand why he annoys people.
Greatness always annoys people, right?
Is that it?
He's been around so long, right? He's
Oh.
been around long enough, has been good enough that most of the arguments that people contrive against LeBron have nothing to do with his talent, right? Because you can't argue against the ability. So you find the little things to nitpick on and blow them up into more than they are, which happens with every great player the longer they're around.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that makes, so in the NBA, Luka has the opportunity to become that person. And I want to say, hey, be careful, Luka. Like, don't become that dude. Don't become the guy that people are irritated by. The text line says Bill Laimbeer, who, yeah, like Laimbeer was good.
Mm-hmm. Not great.
Right? Like, yeah. Like, if he was an opponent, he got on your nerves.
Mm.
But there are the guys, and this is one of the other texts that ask, who's the guy that, as much as he is villain, he's hero? So, right, that if Bill Laimbeer's on your team, you love him. If he's on the opposing team doing the very same stuff, you are mad. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I had to go through that. Truth be told, I went through it with Dion.
Interesting. Okay.
Because when he, like everywhere else, he was a nuisance. Like his first play in the NFL is against Washington, and he fumbles the punt, but then takes it to the house. and then Dion dances up the sideline, and every part of the return dude in me wants to stand and applaud. But dude, you're getting hammered. What do you like? But okay, like
see, that's like a shoot, I just had it. Like the Cole Beasley type of receiver.
Yes.
Personality, off the field stuff to the side, but that kind of the slot receiver.
Kind of
Wes Welker, Brandon Stokely, Austin Collie,
Danny Amendola,
Julian Edelman.
They were all from the same gene pool.
Yeah.
Like they all had the same fighter.
The DNA's there.
Well, fighter spirit, because they didn't check the boxes.
Cast off, second career.
Yep. Like, they had to go somewhere else to get it. And then once they got it, they constantly remind you that I got it. And if Edelman was on my team, I would that's my dude.
He's a legend. He's savvy.
It's my dude. Pat Beverly. Absolutely. Pat Bev.
Jay Crowder.
Yeah, Bender, that is you are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, 100%. 100%.
Stricky would tell you didn't even like him all the time on his team, but
I don't know.
But generally, yes.
Yeah, but I don't know how you I don't know how would you break that down? Like, because you know that he's gonna do for you what you want him to do for you, but he's also going to do exactly what you despise. And he knows you despise it.
Yeah. I think of it as almost like, to bring it back closer to home for those of us who can't relate to the high-level athlete, it's the try-hard guy at the Y, right? That's stepping in, trying to take the charges, that's playing defense too tight.
Cable guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's that guy that you love him on your teams. He's stealing you a point here or there. You don't have to work as hard because he is. But if he's guarding you, you're like, dude, come on.
He's the cable guy.
Yeah.
He shows up. He's got the headband.
Something to prove.
Right. He may have elbow pads at the YMCA.
Little man syndrome.
He's going to stretch extra. The clothes are just slightly ill-fitting and almost inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to rub on you in a certain kind of way that makes you feel like, okay, now you're just being a jerk.
The one that I've had to watch myself with, because I have to remember I'm the adult in the room, is the kids that show up to youth tournaments with all like the sweatbands and the elbow pads and the tights and the long sleeve and everything. Like, you are doing too much. You are 9 years old and I shouldn't hold this against you or your parents. But I absolutely do.
But I do. It's a thing. It's the parents. It's
Baby Gronk's dad.
Oh!
Baby Gronk and his dad.
Mother Gronk. Mother baby Gronk.
Whither art thou?
Where are you? Like, where are you to just say no? Just say no. Like, babe.
Babe.
Oh man, that is so. Yeah, like when they saw the commitment, the commitment to Nebraska.
Yeah. He's on to Kentucky now, by the way, so don't fear, Husker fans.
I know, but here's what. That's how you know that that's your person. Because when you hear anything about them, it's this. We'll throw it to break. We'll come back to Old School on the Ticket.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your sprinklers are watering the street or flooding your backyard. If you're on a list that doesn't exist, it's time for Judson Irrigation. At Judson Irrigation, Lee or Lacey or Judson will make an appointment. You pick a time and they'll be there to fix your sprinkler system. Now that's service, a dying art these days.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Cheetos on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day. We hope that everyone is able to show how much they care for and respect the dads in their life for this weekend especially, but in everyday life too. This important message comes to you from Bart, Mike, and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. When it comes to gift giving, it's all about the wow factor. And let me tell you, nothing wows quite like jewelry. Whether it's a delicate necklace or a statement ring, jewelry makes the right statement. So if you want to knock her socks off, or anything else for that matter, skip the generic gifts and go straight for the bling. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at cobblecars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Poor Austin Orman.
It's an education.
It's always an education. DP Austin Orman, we thank you for being a part of what we're doing. 402-464-5685. Starter Hammond text line. Here's the thing. Whether you're on the stream or you're in the car, brick and mortar, whether you're on the app, we appreciate it. And a reminder of a couple of things. One, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm glad you have the app, but you should have the app and subscribe to YouTube and probably like us on Facebook and X and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I know I'm asking a lot, but I tell you what, today I'm going to focus on YouTube, that you, in fact, find us on YouTube, click the subscribe button so that you'll get a notification when there's new shows.
Mm-hmm.
That way, and it'll track. So if you missed your favorite show, if you don't get it live and you want to go back and catch it, it'll be there in full for you. If you can do that. So
the other benefit of YouTube, if I might add, is that if you think you hear us say something and you want to make a comment on it, YouTube gives you the ability to rewind.
Yes.
Play it back, make sure that you heard what you thought you heard, and make an intelligent comment instead of putting words in our mouth. You can catch up live by hitting the live button when you're done.
Hey, did I miss?
There's no way they said that, right?
Maybe I missed the conversation. Did you guys cover this? Did you cover this earlier? Like, it's a thing. And you're never wrong, but we made a point to give you every opportunity and access to follow what we do, to get the clips, to get the highlights, whatever that is. So, app, YouTube, Facebook, X, please do that. And if you add one of those, just let us know in the text line. If there's one thing that you hadn't done, and if there's a reason why you won't add. I know there are people that don't have Twitter, they don't have X. There are people that aren't on Instagram that way. There are people that aren't on Facebook that way. But Facebook is really good because the comments are on time.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you can turn the sound down and get the caption, so your boss doesn't know that you're multitasking, and you can know what we're laughing about.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's a much better show if you're seeing what's going on, because my trying to describe giving Austin shoes on air is probably not as enticing over the radio as it is on the stream.
I would love to put the shoes on right now, but I also know it's hot in here.
Uh-huh.
And I like you more than I respect my coworkers enough.
Oh dear.
Yeah. just one of those things.
Oh,
so
that is
not that bad, but bad enough. So.
More than odor. Oh dear. But I appreciate the respect. Actually, the shoes go with your shirt. Well done.
They do. Thank you.
Well done. All right, so this is where we'll go through. That at the 5 o'clock hour, one, we'll give away some Salt Dogs tickets. We'll give away a spot to BP with DP, so you can come down and take batting practice next Friday at Haymarket. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, come down, take some swings with some of the ticket staff and the Salt Dogs. You're going to take a live round, so listen. Don't ante up if you don't mean it. Like I don't need you to come down there and hurt yourself. Protect your hamstrings. Bring the right eyeglasses. Have the right shoes.
Batting gloves, no splinters, please.
Like whatever it is, but we're gonna set the challenge when we come back. Top of the 5 o'clock hour here on the Ticket.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through June 18th is for Father's Day. Buy a cowboy steak and get 2 free 6-ounce sirloins. Plus, the mystery box is back with a $225 value of meat for just $99. Also, 20% off all Smithy pans and 20% off aprons. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of storms this afternoon. Otherwise, mainly sunny and hot with a high around 96. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 63. And tomorrow, a slight chance of storms in the afternoon. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high around 90. I'm meteorologist Kyle Peck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for our 12th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an inclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, we're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. When it comes to gift giving, it's all about the wow factor. And let me tell you, nothing wows quite like jewelry. Whether it's a delicate necklace or a statement ring, jewelry makes the right statement. So if you want to knock her socks off, or anything else for that matter, skip the generic gifts and go straight for the bling. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
The highlight of the first segment easily was Jake being concerned about the sand. It would need to be brought into Memorial Stadium if they played softball.
It's for the optics here. It just looks better with sand.
So do you think the infield is just sand, Jake?
I'm wrong with you.
It's not sand.
It looks better with the sand look on it.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Austin just keeps getting information overload.
No such thing. You find a corner for it. Find a nook and cranny.
Yeah, it's all information, right? And you find out who people are. It's pretty cool. 402-464-5685. Starter Heyman text on. You want to be a part of what we're doing for the next hour. Then WTF will take us through Don't Punt Hour with Mornay Pierce-Chanel, Chancellor Brewington, and then an NIL conversation tonight from 9 to 10 with an attorney buddy of mine in D.C., David Dirks, who could help us break down what the boundaries are, the rules of engagement when it comes to NIL, and to break up some of the myths, the things that we believe you can do that you can't actually do. We'll have that conversation tonight as well here on The Ticket. Austin, before we get too deep in our favorite hero villains, let them know about the Mercado.
Certified Piedmontese, every type of meat and every type of cut. 2 Lincoln locations, 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill. You need to know those if you're not going to join us up in Omaha tomorrow. If you are up in Omaha, there's a Mercado location, 168th and Maple. We will be at Blur. There's food there, tickets available. If you're not going to be able to make the party, stop by the Mercado. They're fired up Friday lunch special runs from 11 to 2, and then come see us.
It's going to be a busy couple of days. In Omaha, we'll run the full gamut from 10 to 6. Tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I am slightly more amped than I expected to be with Virginia playing in the 1 o'clock opener against North Carolina, Dirty Tar Heels. Again, the only way that Dirty Tar Heels, if we're going to talk about them in that way, you understand it more than anybody else in this state. Dirty Tar Heels. The only one with it, if you're going to talk about that evil empire in Chapel Hill, North Cackalack, the only way in that space that we mention them, Dirty Tar Heel. That's it. Everybody else in the ACC, Dirty Tar Heels. So
I learned something a couple weeks ago, DP, on that front that makes sense now that I actually thought about it critically, but might not have thought of before. Obviously, you think Duke's the private school, Carolina's the rich, the public school. But you think of Duke as the rich private school. Yeah, there's a lot of money there, but Duke actually has a smaller budget than Carolina and NC State. So Duke's actually the little guy in this. Carolina's the evil empire big brother. Duke gets thought of as, oh, you're the rich, preppy, snobby, whatever. It's okay, private school reputation, but Carolina's actually got like the state money, and Duke doesn't.
It was the nerve of Duke to become good at a sport that the Dirty Tar Heels thought they had ownership of. Understand that Tobacco Road was all about the Tar Heels. And then Jim Valvano, prior to that, the great legend Norm Sloan with David Skywalker, Thompson, Monty Tao, Rick Burleson, Tim Stoddard, David, like those guys, like, oh, the nerve of you to get on par with UCLA and the great Wooden teams. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. Don't you understand? And they panic because, oh my goodness, we have to, this belonged to us. And then the Army brat coach shows up and they're laughing. Yeah. The guy with the funny name is going to compete with the legend.
He was 500 at Army. What can he do?
What's he going to do in the ACC? What were you thinking? What were y'all thinking? Oh, because Bobby Knight says he's a pretty good coach. What's he know? Yeah, he had a perfect season last year. But okay, fine. Fine. And then Johnny Dawkins and company. My buddy Turk last night mentioned on one-on-one Danny Maher.
Oh, there's a name.
Right? Like we were talking about great Canadian players. Danny Maher. And he that was one of Coach K's favorite players. And Carolina had all of the resources. They had all the money. They had the best record in football. They had the best record in baseball. They had the best record in basketball. They had the best record in football. At the time, they were coming off sending to the NFL the greatest defensive player to ever live. Lawrence Taylor was a holy terror. Coming out, he was a dirty Tar Heel. Look, when he was with the Giants, I still had more respect for him as a Giant than I did Dirty Tar Heels.
Woo!
Like he coming to RFK, I'm still mad over that Carolina blue more than I am the Giants blue.
The Carolina blue and the Argyle, both. Like, is there a more like arrogant pattern than Argyle?
This was what's funny? There are those stadiums in the country that still run that Argyle. Like Tennessee used to do it.
Yeah.
A lot. They did it. My friend, shout out Lori Cousins in Charlotte. She's a Vol fanatic, and her family. And we literally debated over that the checkered Argyle-ish end zones of the 60s was better than having the logos in the end zone. Austin Orman, I ask you. Checkerboard end zones, logoed end zones.
I have come to know Tennessee for the checkerboard, and not a lot of places do it. So I will give Tennessee the checkerboard, but very few other places. Is that fair?
All of it is fair. That Alabama used to use the checkerboard.
I don't see that one.
Well, I mean, Tennessee's colors are so good.
Yeah.
Like orange and white. And
a little smoky gray in there sometimes.
Yep. And Fanatics. So, of course, they're coming to town. Yeah. Vols advanced to the World Series. And when they were playing in the elimination game to determine who was going to get to the College World Series, they wore black jerseys. Tennessee wore black jerseys. And you would have thought, oh my goodness, blasphemous, this is unbelievable. that's not the color. That's not like, and then I flash back and think when the Huskers went to the black shirt jerseys, a lot of the conversation I heard was, nope, don't do it.
Not doing it.
They're either white. Like, your thoughts on gray Husker jerseys?
I would need to be tucked into it. Depends on how they decided to use the accent colors. I think gray with white numbers and red trim could actually pop. It would have to be the right gray. I don't think you can do like a silver. I don't think you can do like a deep gray necessarily. I think it has to be a pretty middle of the road gray with like scarlet that really pops and makes the white numbers pop.
Best Husker jersey ever.
I mean, it's hard to go wrong with just the classic home red on white, white helmet.
What year?
Oh man. Can you argue with championships? Like, I think they get a leg up by default.
But the 71, 72 jerseys were way different than the 94, 95.
They were.
Like, I don't think Jerry Taggy ever finished a game with a complete jersey.
No.
Like, I don't think you could see his number.
No. You just had to know.
Like, yeah. He's under center, it's Taggy.
Yeah.
Like, they would rip that apart. And I still want to petition for the Huskers for, I don't care if it's spring game, I don't care if it's just practice, but give me back for one game the midriff, tearaway, red jerseys.
Yeah. The crop tops, all of it.
Give me
neck rolls.
Yep. Like, just for
shoulder pads up to the ears.
Give me one, just one of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if it's the open practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You could take them off, have them signed, put them into an NIL pool, divide it amongst the team.
Mm-hmm.
Message.
But is it cooler if the whole team does it, or if the linemen do it? Or like the right linebacker does, or the right running back does it.
Well, if there's 100 players who play in this exhibition, they all go in the pool. Listen, if you're a player at Nebraska and your jersey goes for $1,000, you get the $1,000, $2,000, $500, $300.
Whatever it is.
That's NIL. Listen, that would be a way to do it. Spring game, don't just send 60,000 people out of the building. Have an online auction for the jerseys from that day. Make them a special jersey. Why am I giving them so many really good ideas that they just don't listen to? Just imagine.
Because it's kind of mind-blowing they haven't had these ideas anyways, right?
But first practice of this season, right? That's the day to have a red midriff jersey that has a 2024 patch on it. And then everybody who plays that day will sign that jersey. And it goes online and people bid on it. And you don't even have to be in the building. But it would be amazing. 100 jerseys, you would probably generate $20,000, $30,000, $40,000.
DP, hear me out here.
Yep.
Hear me out here. What number does Dylan Raiola wear?
15.
What number did Tommy Frazier wear?
15.
Wonder if you could tie some past and some present together with a midriff uniform in some way.
You could do that in full. Even if you did, here's the other thing. You could have special helmets. Now, the upfront cost is more, but think of the excitement of 60,000 people in the stadium and the tens of thousands of Husker alumni watching it online who could bid on a jersey for their wall. Now, the ticket would be in the fight, right? Like, I mean, we got a wall full of Husker jerseys. I would want, right? Texans said they could go gray. That would be a day where you could go gray.
Sure.
That would be a day for you to have the offense in white with the
gray
end,
pants,
and the defense you have with black shirts. Right? And then you auction them off. As a matter of fact, then this is the thing. Imagine that Dylan would have 4 jerseys that he wears in the scrimmage.
1 per quarter.
1 per quarter. He signs it first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Free money. How much money would Keisei Tamanaga jerseys have made if he signed them and sold them in PBA last year?
So much.
Right, like just
So
so much money. So much money.
Most of, if not all of, the money.
I just think that there are ways. Yep, the current Nebraska baseball jerseys with the cursive lettering. I saw one of those available at Alumni Hall. It's actually in the window. And then the Go Big Red shop. They've sold more baseball jerseys this year in the Haymarket than they have in the 5 years I've been here. And I love those. But here's also the other thing. Can I say this publicly?
Please.
Why is it that sports stores don't sell big man shirts? It's Nebraska, home of the corn feds. 3XL and 4XL is not that extraordinary here.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. If you sell the jerseys, people will buy them. If you do not sell them, they can't be bought.
Them.
Like, I just don't understand why.
If you build it, they will come. If you print it, they will buy.
Did you go to Husker softball this year?
Did not get a chance. No.
Because I wanted to know. Text line, let me know. Did they sell Jordy Ball jerseys this year at the park? If anybody can tell me whether they did or not. And if they did, I want to know what the move is for next year. Because, again, for all the NIL, right, that all of this, if you want to do NIL for players, and I don't mean the bootleg jerseys that kind of like it's kind of Nebraska color, kind of Nebraska number, and you put the name of the player on it. No, I'm talking about give people something of quality, an actual jersey. Right? That if you said every player, you invite everybody down and say that this is NIL day, and we're going to ask you all to pay $10, $20 to come to Memorial Stadium. But I'm going to guarantee you that you get a picture with every Husker that you want to take a picture with for a set amount. For set amount. And I'm pretty sure that 20,000 people show up.
Could be.
Does that add to your pool of money?
Sure doesn't take away from it.
Greatly exposes the program. Allows fans to connect. You find out, you know what happens when you meet Dylan Raiola? You realize he's a good young man. And you root harder for him. You support him more. You listen, I just, to me, there's opportunities in this thing that we need to go. And I just think from a jersey standpoint,
that's an easy one.
Do they sell Letterman's jackets?
I don't believe so.
I didn't even go to school here. You know the white Husker sweater with the red end, the long sleeve with the stripes? I would buy a Nebraska cardigan tomorrow. tomorrow. Great Christmas, great birthdays, everything. Everything. And then what I would offer as well is that every fan could personalize a jersey. Because then it's yours for you. I don't know, 70,000 fans, 70,000 jerseys. Most of those will grow out of them or outsize them or otherwise. That's pretty good money. Crowbait, you're right. He says he wishes they still made the Husker starter jacket.
The Husker one's the Big 8. One, I know a lot of people.
All in. All in. All in. I'm reading some of these text line. Husker Jake says, Husker online shop sold Husker gymnastics leotards in loose youth sizes that was legit sold out in a day. You like, I don't understand. I've said this, and I'll repeat it here, because in a time where there are things you're not sure about with Husker athletics, right? Directionally, you're not sure. But what you do know is that the Husker logo has value. It has value.
That's why you're so protective of it.
But if you offer things of quality, people don't look for the other. They don't look for the other. Like what I need is the Husker, the white cardigan, and then remember the old 1920s hat? It's kind of a floppy hat with a bill that they would wear.
Yeah.
I'll buy it now. Gimme.
Classy.
Gimme. I love Husker Blazers. Love them. Make nice ones, sell them. Hey, you know what you do? Again, $1 million idea, you can have it. Huskers, go to Gary Michaels. Legendary. Every player and every coach gets a Husker Blazer for game day for the walk. Name inside the Blazer.
Right there.
Yep. Right? End of year. Auction that bad boy off. Sign it. Do that with those those really cool warm-ups.
Yeah.
End of year. Sign it.
Sell it. Profit.
I'm just saying, there are opportunities. I get frustrated because there's so many ways, right? Big Bird says this, and we'll get to some of these texts when we come back. So people have been clamoring for years to be able to purchase the coach's swag. Like this is it's really a thing that. So, and I'll say this: like when Mickey left, not for nothing, but somehow, some of that stuff ended up in my closet. Just saying. And it's really cool. Yep. And this is really good. It says, I can still see Doug Dubose running down the sideline with the number 22 flopping in the wind like crazy in the mid cutoffs. Yes. And there used to be the memorabilia shop down here on the corner that closed. And in the building, they had a Doug Dubose practice jersey that I paid for. And then the shop closed. And it went back. Well, here's the thing. He pulled it and sent it to Doug to sign. Doug kept it. Doug kept it. And I couldn't be mad at it. I'm like, that's a donation. I'm not even mad that you got your own stuff. But in there, I wonder where all that really cool gear was that was in that store. Because
someone has it.
Well, the owner still has it. The guy that ran the store still has it. It's probably in his basement somewhere.
Yeah.
But they had the old-fashioned sideline winter. They're not ponchos, but they were the full-length coats.
Yeah.
The weather-resistant full. He had one of those. And my first day in Lincoln, I took a picture in one of those. And it's one of my favorite pictures.
That's awesome.
We'll get back to our hero villains, the people that you love, You love them if they play for you. You can't stand it if they play against you. DP, Austin Norman, The Ticket.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at CoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961. Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through June 16th, it's time to get the grills and smokers out for Father's Day. Fairway has briskets, short ribs, pork butts, pork bellies, St. Louis ribs, baby back ribs, pork loins to ribeye loins, salmon fillets to beef tenderloin fillets, and don't forget Busch Light 30 packs for just $17.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961.
Grandpa Dave here from Osted's Golf, helping the grandkids get their dad the perfect gift for Father's Day.
Thanks for your help, Grandpa. Dad wasn't thrilled with the candy that we got him last year, but we sure liked it.
Okay, kids, save up to $200 on clubs from TaylorMade, Callaway, Titleist, or Ping. We're up to 50% off name brand golf apparel. Buy 2 dozen Strixon balls, get one free. And dads love Osted's gift cards.
Papa, we need a bigger allowance.
Talk to your dad.
Shop Osted's Golf for Father's Day.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
DP's got a box, y'all. Let me just say, DP's got a box and scissors.
well, here's the thing, and we were talking about, Austin and I were talking to the break, and there are some items that if they were made available en masse to Husker fans, in my mind, Husker fans, every Husker fan would buy them. They would buy them. And if you said Husker football warm-ups, sweats that players wore. Now you can not make them. You could change the style every year so that they're tied to the year, and then you make them available the next year. But okay, sideline gear, but actual sideline gear.
Yeah,
basketball. So I pointed out that I have been in Nebraska for 5 years. I have never seen an Eric Strickland basketball jersey, Husker basketball jersey. I've never seen an Alex Gordon Husker baseball jersey.
Nope.
I've never seen, like, it just doesn't happen. I've never seen an Amon Green Husker jersey. Like being sold in a store.
Correct.
And so I would wonder, on a Husker online shop, that if you offered those items, so take, the Husker white basketball warm-up pullover that they wear when they come out for shooting drills. Austin, would you buy a Husker basketball pullover?
I would. Pretty quickly.
And I'm pretty sure everybody in the building would.
A lot of them.
Male, female, young, old. They'd rock it. White or red, wouldn't matter.
Nope.
Wouldn't matter. Be a thing. Baseball has those pullovers.
Yep.
Sell them?
3/4 sleeve shirts. Very baseball thing.
That would be fantastic. And from the text line says, JP says, I want Nebraska to go gray face mask full time. Now that is the thing. So weeks ago, I was having a conversation with Jay and with Aaron Davis and with Ahmad, and we were talking about old Husker helmets. Of course, we've got the collection on the desk of different types of Husker helmets. And we were landing, and Jay Foreman just kind of giggled. He saw one of them like it was his. And it's the thing where you recognize your own, a thing that is yours. And you go, yeah, that's the one, right? Like that's it, right? And so here's what also needs to happen. If you are in possession of authentic Husker gear, equipment, please reach out to me at the station or on social media, please. Because so you make phone calls sometimes. And one of those phone calls was, this should be a thing. Like, this would be really cool. And as the texter said, there are people who have a huge affinity for the gray face mask, the helmet with the gray face mask. And that's a particular type of face mask and a helmet. But Austin Orman,
Oh,
Austin Orman
okay,
on the stream.
okay.
Get on the stream.
Okay.
I'm just going to point out to you on the stream. On the stream, baby.
Oh, there it is.
On the stream. On the stream.
All its glory.
Get on the stream, baby. Right? Oh.
Another one.
Oh.
Cameras to your left over there.
I'm
DP.
going to
Hold
show
it up,
this.
Show it.
I want you to see this magnificent beauty.
JP, that's for you.
This is the Husker white with the NU and the gray face mask.
Yeah.
And that's a dude's face mask, right?
I would say that looks like fullback tight end face mask.
That's a face mask. But here, this is the thing, right? That if local businesses, if it's the Huskers, if the Huskers would put this stuff out for fans, it is a way to generate revenue at the highest volume and the greatest frequency. So I'll offer that to people and say, listen, I think there's a ton that Nebraska athletics and the University of Nebraska could do to generate money. I mean, there was talk today of new budget, higher tuition, trying to cut, trying to fill in shortfalls, which a whole another discussion, things we've talked about in the past. But in the athletic department, there are ways. And these are ways. Again, if you tell me that the helmet costs $200 each, and that's the starting point for every player at an exhibition or practice, how much would, everybody pays more for an actual authentic team-worn, game-used, practice-used equipment.
Mm-hmm.
A $200 helmet becomes a $400 helmet every time you do it for 100 players.
Yeah.
At a minimum, because we know that
As a starting point.
There's certain helmets that 400 ain't it.
No.
That's not the number.
No. Ty. Nash.
Right. So then you ask the question, and we were talking about it. If you walk into a store and there's a signed Amon Green jersey, you buy the jersey.
It's out of my price range, but I'd like to buy the jersey.
Right? I mean, but if it's in your price range.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you get to set a price range.
Yeah.
Like you do that, right?
I would think so.
I just think that there are opportunities for fans to be included in the NIL in a way that makes sense for them so they get something for it.
Mm-hmm.
People, they talk about booster fatigue. The fatigue is in not getting something for your additional bang for your buck. That's the fatigue, is that I'm just writing a check.
Yeah.
I'm just hitting send on a button. But for that same button, if I donate to Dylan Raiola, I'm getting something signed by Dylan Raiola.
And to make sure it's, legit, you don't even have to have an authenticator. It's, hey, here's a meet and greet with Dylan Raiola. You get 5 minutes with him as he takes his shoes off and signs them, as he, hands you his helmet, and then you're on with your day.
If just think of that as you walk out the tunnel, jersey, gloves, shoes, it's done everywhere else. It really is done everywhere else. And so there's a way to generate interest, buzz, following, and connection.
Goodwill,
and memories. Long-term memories. Because from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, what fans talk about were the engagements and encounters and the experience. The moments that they remember. Like Tom Stevens often talks about being somehow he jumped on a bus after they won and he got to shake hands with somebody before they threw him off the bus. But
that boy Tom.
But to go to and again, it's a different price point now than it was then because it's more expensive, which is a whole nother discussion because it shouldn't be. But hey, okay. We'll figure out why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Same people who made it more expensive are the ones who are complaining about money and fan interest and fan connection. Same people.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, in the SE, NSE, and also the CENTS way.
Yep. I mean, but JP, you're right. That is a helmet. That is a helmet. Isn't that a good one? That really is a good one. And again, if you put it in, like I want to call Fred Hoiberg, call Luca Virgilio and said, listen, do me a favor and find me a pullover warm-up, Husker basketball warm-up for the entire staff. Because I want us in them. I'm going to do it. So if I got to get into the baseball closet down there, Coach Bolt, I apologize in advance. Me and Harvell going shopping.
Yeah.
And it means more to the fan base, this fan base. Like, we know that it does.
It means more to them in their hands than it does to you in your closet.
Oh. Like, the walls here are going to look fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a stalker when it comes to this stuff. But I just think there are opportunities and ways for Husker Nation to give the fans the things that would appease them. And access matters. Hold on, grab Rico. Yeah, Rico just walked in to the door. I want to get his impression. I want to get his impression of a thing. 1 to 10 scale of this helmet.
I'd like it better if the N and the U were interlocked like they were on the, what was it, the like green jerseys or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
I like it though.
We were talking about the gray face mask and how
the gray face mask is elite.
Right? Is that the thing? You like the gray face mask?
The gray face mask on the regular helmet, the Oklahoma game, elite. I don't know why. It's very subtle, but it's better.
Better, right?
Yeah, it's better than the red.
Better than the black?
I mean, the black is just the best. Like that
Wait,
helmet.
The solid black with the red or the white with the black?
The white with the black is solid. The regular traditional helmet with the gray face mask is probably number 2. The black N is number 3. The black helmet with the red N. Honestly, face mask red. Number 1. I mean, the all black is number 1, but if you change the face mask to red, it's not even close.
But is that the helmet that they should go to? Like, if you could pick any helmet for them to wear.
To wear always, it'd be the white with the black N.
Really?
Yeah.
Austin?
No, I can't.
You're
get past the white with the red and the red stripe.
It is solid.
With that has a red face mask, does it not?
That one does.
That's very Forrest Gumpish Alabama.
Yeah.
You could talk me into a redesign, but it's gonna take some convincing. In a big way, right? You talk about making moments, right? The best way to sell a change is to win in it.
Well, I said if they had an exhibition with that helmet and a plain like a really good red jersey, like a midriff jersey, and then auction them off, and then auction. Why not?
Oh, exhibition! You said I was saying the games they can't do midriffs after Zeke went wild in the national championship
exhibition.
The NCAA was like no midriffs.
Well, because he tucked it in a certain way.
Yeah,
like come on. But yeah, imagine every numbered jersey, numbered helmet, signed, auctioned off immediately.
They'd make all the money.
All the money. All the money. That's why he's Rico.
They'd make all the money.
That's why he's Rico. This is why
honestly,
I brought him in.
I get in trouble for this, Eric. You don't need it, but I need it. And just one alternate a year. Just one.
Yeah.
It doesn't need just one.
We just petitioned that they sell the white basketball Huskers pullover.
Yes.
Like there would be 10,000 in the arena every year.
Do they sell? So they do sell the Black History Month jerseys, right?
No.
Okay.
No, not available.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Yeah. Thank you, Rico. We'll toward the break, come back and close out Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through June 18th is for Father's Day. Buy a cowboy steak and get 2 free 6-ounce sirloins. Plus, the mystery box is back with a $225 value of meat for just $99. Also, 20% off all Smithy pans and 20% off aprons. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln,
or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC. And right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Coppell. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at CoppellCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
The 31st Annual Testicle Festival, Saturday, June 15th at Round the Bend Steakhouse, just off I-80, exit 426. Swing out 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. for music, fireworks, and of course, nuts. Visit roundthebendsteakhouse.com for more.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961. Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, Call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment before WTF. Strick Cluster will take you through. And then, you know what? We got some pretty good offensive talent. Cluster can tote it. Strick could tote it. DeMornay could tote it. Chancellor could tote it.
AG
could, look, I mean, just could run it. Like, we could go. It's raining. That looks like a storm coming. That came out of nowhere.
Dark out?
That came out of nowhere.
What's going on?
That's like RKO. Out of nowhere.
I know very few wrestling references. I know that one.
Out of nowhere. You should hang out with me and Haas or me and Carricker. We can give you all the wrestling.
Well, it's one thing. Like, I might be able to tell you more, but to actually truly understand them.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to be that fake fan that uses it because it's cool and it's in. If I'm going to say something, I want to actually know what I'm saying.
Well, out of nowhere is legit because and social media did a really good job.
Yeah.
Of pulling Orton clips, and RKO became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
There were little kids who were getting put on suspension for RKO and their classmates
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. and wrestling was the quickest way for kids to get kicked out of school.
Yes.
So D-Generation X back in the day, I got 2 words for you. Imagine every kid at school with a teacher they don't like, who had no idea what they were being set up for. Hey teacher, I got 2 words for you. And oh man, Johnny, report to the principal office. And the funny thing is, I know certain parents who's like literally which of their kids were the D-Generation X kids.
Yeah, you probably know which of the parents told their kids never to do it again, and which of the parents said, you really shouldn't do that again, but I'm quite proud of you on the low.
I'm quite proud of you. You high five them privately. Like you punish them at the dinner table, and then you go in the bedroom and you high five. You go, that's awesome. Like that's awesome. There's several things. There's several ones you could do that with, and it was The Rock also had a moment where he sent kids into the principal's office because The Rock had a bit. It was a full shtick of asking people their opinion about something. And as soon as they would start to respond, he would go, it doesn't matter what you. And as a coach, as a high school coach.
Oh, no.
Oh, the number of suicide sprints that I gave out because somebody on a Tuesday morning had watched The Rock the night before. Hey, coach, how do we run that? Well, yeah, it does. Oh. The whistle. You got to run. You got to run. You got to run.
See your button an hour and a half.
Yeah, just run. How long are you going to run? Till I get tired. Which is one of the great comebacks ever. How long do we have to do this? Until I get tired. And I just woke up. So we'll have a full one. We have given, I appreciate you guys on the text line because you have been exceptional in sharing information. And you are right, Ron. Do not ask me as a wrestling question because as a wrestling guy, I'm going to go bananas all the way down the rabbit hole. Sorry, that's who I am. But you love me anyway. Austin Norman, thank you for what you do. Appreciate you greatly, man. Don't go anywhere. It's the Strickland and the Clester Johnson show, WTF. They'll bring it to you live here on The Ticket. Don't go anywhere.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through June 16th, it's time to get the grills and smokers out for Father's Day. Fairway has briskets, short ribs, pork butts, pork bellies, St. Louis ribs, baby back ribs, pork loins to ribeye loins, salmon fillets to beef tenderloin fillets, and don't forget Bush Light 30 packs for just $17.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of storms this afternoon, otherwise mainly sunny and hot, the high around 96. Tonight, mostly clear with the low around 63. And tomorrow, a slight chance of storms in the afternoon, otherwise mostly sunny with the high around 90. And meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket.